Hey, Rogues. How is everybody? I hope that your weekend is going well. I hope that you are safe and cozy and warm, and that everything is coming up roses, I guess. I don't know. Let me see who's here. Also, Moeus, thank you so much for the resubscription with Prime, no less. 17 months. Thank you so much. And Be Right UK, oh my gosh. Yes, face. 500 bits. Thank you. That puts us at 20,500 of the 50,000 bit goal that if we hit, I have to learn how to make hat. And then I have to figure out how to do a hat making stream. So that's a thing. Key Squared, thank you for the lurk. Good luck on the cleaning. Also, I now have these on because my hands were freezing. Let me look and see who all is here, because I said I was going to do that and then I didn't do it. Key Squared, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh, thank you. I think that puts us really close to a hype train. So Mobius, welcome. Caden, it's good to see you. How are you doing? How is your stream going? I haven't had a chance to pop in yet, but I know you've been doing like esports type games. At Be Right UK, another 500 bits. Please be very careful with that mercury when you start. We don't want to start hearing mad as a Rogan. Did I miss something? I don't know what's going on. Mad as a Rogan. I mean, sometimes I can be a mad lad. Hi, Shadows of Life. Sadly, those bits didn't give us a hype train because it has to be a different person. You forgot about time zones for a bit? Hi, Shadows. The gloves, they are, I'm very, very happy with them, which is why, so I have a pair of beige ones that I have at work. I have the purpley ones, and then I have these dark gray ones. I'm probably going to buy more. They're really inexpensive too. Like for here in the US, they were like around $10 a pair, and they actually fit. The fingers aren't too long for me. I can still type with them. They help a little bit with, I have knuckle pain on this knuckle that's causing some like trigger finger issues. Probably some form of early arthritis in that joint, owing to injury to that joint roughly, I don't know, 20-ish years ago. So yeah. Oh, Mercury, hat making, Alice in Wonderland. Oh gosh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Hopefully that was not ridiculously loud. I apologize. I didn't make the connection with Mercury and hat making. But yes, Mercury, the whole reason why the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland was mad was because of Mercury associated with the making of hat. Your schedule is off and on. I mean, you're in school, so IRL life and then finding time for streaming, it's a lot to deal with. Honestly, my schedule is, I wish I had a set schedule. Like, I do, but I wish my schedule was the same time every time that I stream. Instead, I stream at 7 p.m. for 2 hours on Mondays. I stream at 2:30 p.m. for 2 hours on Wednesdays. I stream at 3:30 p.m. for 3 hours on Saturday, and at 1 p.m. for 3 hours on Sunday. So I'm all over the place, even though it's a set schedule. I wish it was as good as easy to follow as like Eric's streams that are all at the same time. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he's on my time at 1:30 p.m. so much easier to remember. Hi, Iron Trout. How are you? It was about £6 for you, so around the same price. Your fake games are in Central, not Eastern. Yeah. The bot just announced that I'm live. I made tea because the laryngitis needs to go. So like, it's weird. Usually when I get ill, it ends up in my ears, and then I get ear infections. I made special effort this time to try and keep my ears clear, and I succeeded. I did not end up with ear infections. Instead, I ended up with inflamed vocal cord. And the ear infections for me, they don't clear up on their own. I always have to go and get some sort of steroid in order to clear them out. Wait, really is in the Time Lord universe the only way all my streams can be at the same time? Depends, TARDIS, and very careful. The same time of day, yes. Oh, excellent. Thank you again for another 500 bits. Be Right UK, you're amazing. So if this goes the way that my ears go, I'm probably going to have to go and see my doctor and get a prescription for some steroids to just get my system to calm down. It's just weird that it's the vocal cords this time instead of my eustachian tubes, but we'll see. Laryngitis, you're supposed to stay away from hot liquids. So like, I'm sipping the tea. It needs to cool down a little bit before technically I can really have it, because it's still too hot. You're supposed to stay away from spicy things, which is hard. I love spicy. And then decongestants and other things that dry out your sinuses are not good for recovery from laryngitis. The problem is I take lots of things to dry out my sinuses, because just living my life, I have to dry out my sinuses or I get clogged ears that lead to ear infections. So I'm having to like adjust and manipulate and figure out, okay, am I good to take my nasal spray today to keep my sinuses clear, or is that going to further aggravate my vocal cords? This is why I think I may end up having to see the doctor, because it's been almost a month now since I first got sick, which means it's been almost 3 weeks since I first ended up with laryngitis. So, and it's not like I need to talk regularly for long periods of time or anything, right? It's not like 4 times a week I'm live on the internet talking for a couple of hours or anything. So, you know, complete vocal rest, totally an option. Yeah. It's interesting. The doctor used to give me a step-down dose of prednisone when they had to put me on a steroid. The last time they did that, it caused ocular migraine. Like before, I was maybe 3/4 of the way through the series, and I ended up with this like a scintillation in my left field of vision that would not go away, which is really frustrating and annoying. I used to suffer from visual migraines all the time, ocular migraines, bad enough where it would start as like a little flickery bit in my central field of vision, and then it would expand over the entire field of vision. So I just had peripheral vision. And then once that cleared, I would get the massive migraine headache. That happened. The last time I really remember suffering that regularly was when I was living in Minnesota. And I remember it was after work or on the weekend or something, and we were in the car, and I drive because I overreact when other people are driving to the point where I like grab the oh shit bar and hold on tight. And it's bad enough that Philip was just like, no, you just need to drive all the time. Plus, it's just a feel like I don't like roller coasters either. I don't like the feeling of being out of control. So anyway, we were driving to go meet his coworkers at a restaurant, and we're driving down the main road, and there's traffic. It's like, it must have been a day that I didn't work or something, because otherwise I wouldn't have been home at like 5:30 because I had a 2-hour commute. But it was rush hour-ish, and it wasn't like a big town, but big enough that there was traffic. And we're driving, and when we got in the car, everything was fine. Halfway to the restaurant, I only had peripheral vision, which is not good when you're driving. And so I had to have Philip in the passenger seat tell me, because I was in the left lane and there was no curb, I couldn't just pull off to the side of the road and stop. So we were near the restaurant. I had him let me know when it was safe to get into the left turn lane. I had him let me know when the light changed so that I could pull into the parking lot. We got into the parking lot. I parked. We went into the restaurant, and it was maybe 10 minutes after we got into the restaurant and sat down with his coworkers that I finally started to get my vision back. That was probably the scariest. Like, I had them before, like when I lived in Iowa and I worked at ACT and the Disney Store and Old Navy at the same time. I would get up at 2 a.m, go in to unload the truck at Old Navy. And then I would go to my full all day, like regular full-time job at ACT. And then sometimes in the evening, I would pull a short shift at the Disney Store. And it was fairly regular there, where while I was working at Old Navy, unloading the trucks, I would get a migraine. And so I would be stocking shelves without being able to see anything but peripheral vision. It was just like, this was my life. I had to function with a migraine regularly. So that I'm not at that point. And I haven't been there in a long time. I think that was a lot of lack of sleep and bad diet. And while I don't get a ton of sleep now, I get better sleep than I did then. Oh, Lord Portico, welcome back. Thank you for the resubscription, 25 months. Welcome to Rogan Space. I've been digressing about migraines, apparently. Not that I have any, but how did we get onto this? I think it was because I was talking about, the last time I got steroids to clear out an infection. They gave me, the time before last, they gave me prednisone, and it caused the visual migraine. So last time they gave me something else that didn't cause that. And so hopefully, I don't know, maybe another week or so, if it isn't cleared up and it's as bad as it was, because I don't know if any of you were here yesterday, but yesterday my voice was really bad. So if it hasn't cleared up in a week, I will have to go to the doctor and see if they can help me get rid of this laryngitis. Because like today feels basically okay, but I've got my main vocal like mid-range of my register. I can't go up at all. I can go down a little bit. Like I can move into the bass range a little bit, or down into my lower baritone range. But I've got none of my upper register. which I use sometimes for talking. If I get excited, sometimes my voice will go up a little bit, but I can't sing because I can't vary my pitch enough to sing. I can sort of do voices, but not the way I would normally do voices. Like it's affecting me and what I do, and you and what I do. Ops console pretends like you were there the whole time. Sure, Lord Portico. Anyway, I don't know if anybody saw over on Q Times last night. Jake was on with Sam Delev and Eric Campbell, demonstrating how to convert a character from D&D 5e into Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Because Eric's Sword and Scroll game that he hosts on Wednesdays, it was a D&D 5e game, and it's now going to be a Pathfinder 2e game. So all of us that have been playing in it, including Sam, have to convert our characters. Yeah, entirely for no reason at all. Why would anybody feel compelled to switch? So I had, since this past Wednesday, sorry, I don't know I think I'm shaking the desk when I do this, and that might be shaking the video, and I apologize. Oh, you get ocular migraines too, weird flashes or colors. The pain side of it's weird because your brain always thinks of them as, ugh, I hate the sinus headache. Why is everything so bright? Yeah, for me, oftentimes I don't realize I'm having a migraine reaction until like lately. It used to be the visual, but lately I'll realize I'm suddenly really sensitive to sound and smell. And then I'll notice that lights are bothering me. But I don't usually end up with pain. Like I don't get the headache, but I get all the other symptoms that are just as annoying. And sometimes it'll cause nausea and things like that. So cluster headaches, oh God, yeah. So I've been looking at the rules for Pathfinder because I had a character that I have two characters actually that I need to convert. And it's interesting. The rules are interesting. I mean, they're really similar, but then subtly different, and trying to figure out how best to convert my character. So the character that I've been working on is in 5e, the character is a reborn sorcerer, or reborn shadow sorcerer, who is multi-classed into paladin for a couple of levels, and we're at like level 5, and that's all well and good, but I'm a half-elven reborn sorcerer with a little bit of paladin. And first off, the way Pathfinder deals with mixed ancestry is that you take one ancestry and then the mix is your heritage. So to be a half-elf, you start with either an elf or a human. Typically in their system, you would take human as your ancestry, and then you take half-elf as your heritage, which is fine, except I'm a reborn, and in 5e, reborn is a lineage, and it's like basically I'm undead, and it comes with its own things. And so I was trying to figure out how to do that in Pathfinder, and there's not a straightforward way. Basically, it'll supersede something of my build. And so now I have to decide whether I'm going to use human or elf as my ancestry. I can still flavor it as half-elf, like visually, appearance-wise, I can still be half-elf, but mechanically, it'll either be human or elf. And I haven't fully figured out which yet. And then there are the options for the heritage. What exactly is going to be my heritage? There isn't a direct correlation of reborn. And so the way my character is flavored, their family has a history of Aasimar lineage, and so my character was expected to like develop Aasimar abilities around like late puberty or late teens or whatever, and instead died and came back, and it was sort of unexplained as to why. So heritage-wise, I was looking at Aasimar, which functions more like a full-on ancestry, but can be used for anyway. Mechanically, it was interesting to kind of parse out. I don't know yet exactly. Aasimar really does not fit, but there's Duskwalkers that sort of fit flavor-wise and mechanically, except for a couple of bits of like the description of them in the world. But then I was noticing there is a background. So background I hadn't even considered because my character's background was they were a noble. And so I was looking at noble as my background, but then I discovered in Pathfinder there's a reborn soul. But reborn soul that gives a lot of the things that would match up to reborn in D&D, instead of being like a race / ancestry / heritage thing, is a background. And so then it's like, well, okay, that gives me a lot of the stuff that I want, but I still need the nobility stuff. And so how do I do that? Because you can't have more than one background. And so just before stream, I was discovering this thing called Deep Backgrounds that basically lets you mechanically build a custom background that balances with the rest of the system, which is exciting. And this is just one of the two characters. And I haven't even gotten to the part of figuring out what to do with Paladin. Multiclassing works differently. There is no Paladin class. Instead, it's Champion, and functions very differently than the Paladin class in 5e. And so I don't even know if I'm going to go into that or if I'm just going to take some like fighter archetype stuff. Because, well, and then a lot of the abilities and the way that I was building out the character don't even exist. Hi, welcome back. There's no equivalent to the Shadowblade spell in Pathfinder. So I don't even know what I'm going to do as far as that. I suspect that actually was my internet. We have winter weather advisory for freezing rain, so it's possible that will affect internet stuffs. Anyway, I have digressed quite a bit. If people are interested in discussing like D&D versus Pathfinder and the process that I go through converting the character, I can definitely do that at some point. If people would be interested, I could talk about it sometime more in depth and actually show visuals and stuff like that. Shadows, they boosted my internet speeds, so it hasn't really been happening. But enough of the infrastructure is above ground on poles that freezing rain might interfere because it will weight down branches of trees and potentially cause physical disruption of the line. Be right UK, hi. Uh, Thank you for the 250 bits. Yes, it's no joke apparently. Um, Thank you for giving those points, Portico. Um, I have really tangented today, and I should probably move off the streamer loading screen into an actual video game, considering this is a video game stream. But yeah, let me know if you want me to go into mechanics and character background and stuff like that. I could potentially do that on a Monday, for my Monday night stream, and just do the whole stream on like D&D/Pathfinder. Also last night I played D&D with my Saturday D&D group, and my own party attacked me until I was unconscious. They thought that I had given over my allegiance to the Frost Maiden, and that I was purposely working against them, and decided they needed to stop me. That was not, in fact, the case. I do have the blessing of the Frost Maiden, because it's awesome. But they eventually figured out that the reason why I was ignoring all the bad guys that I was antagonizing and running all around the caves that we were in, leaving them to fight the masses of creatures, and also, you know, getting myself knocked unconscious like 4 times. They eventually figured out that I had a mechanically what is called an indefinite madness condition, that I had actually had for quite a while. It just manifested differently once we got into the caves than it had outside the caves, because outside the caves we were all moving towards my goal and nothing was getting in the way. Inside the caves, the creatures we were encountering didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was my goal. And so I ignored all the bad guys and just kept trying to pursue my goal. Because my indefinite madness condition was that the only thing that matters is my goal, and I will ignore everything else in the pursuit of it. So they did eventually figure that out, and did a restoration spell that has cleared me of it. But yeah, it had been a long time since my character gained that condition, and took them forever to figure it out. Okay. Sorry, I'm actually going to bring the game up on the screen, I think. And you should get game noise. And hey, look, it's Mass Effect. I wonder if Caden will have a date with us today. Wait. Oh, cosigned angle. I get it. I had missed that one. Excellent. So we literally just finished Omega and returned to the ship, which means we need to run around and say hi to the fish and talk to people and... Don't go unprepared. Remember that F5 is your quick save option. Where possible, save while meditating in front of the fish tank at the Normandy Bay Aquarium. If the baddies get too close, tell them to F off with a melee attack. Also, remember that Caden is watching you. Make good choices and use only the best armor and weapon protection before side questing. Thank you, Lord Portico. Let's check our mail. I've got 2 messages. A memento from Arya Taloke. Sent you a little souvenir of our adventures on Omega Shepherd. Fittingly enough, the king sustained a crack. Arya. I actually do not understand what that the king sustained a crack means. What king? I don't understand. Huh. If anybody does understand, let me know, because I don't know what that meant. Hmm. A chess set. What does it mean, though, about sustaining a crack? Oh. Oh, okay. The general's chess set. And the king was cracked, and we took out the general, and okay. I think I get it. I don't know why. I really didn't get that. Damaged in shipping. Reporting in from Lee Riley. Commander, my squad continues to defend the fuel reactor on Sioni. The Reapers seem intent on taking it down. Not on my watch. We will hold the line, Captain Lee Riley. All right. Trainer.
Commander.
Okay, you have nothing to say to me. Let me check my the war table assets. It's funny coming back from a mission and not starting in this room. Is there anybody in this room? No. Okay. Let's see. War terminal. New entries under the alien category. Elcor Flotilla. The Elcor Flotilla possesses a few cruisers and carriers, but its real value is troop transport. Because of their shape, the Elcor carries shoulder-mounted heavy weapons. VI-run systems handle reloading, targeting, and ammunition selection. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Sorry. It is not unusual to see a troop of Elcor soldiers toting rocket launchers, chain guns, and other intimidating weapons on their backs as if they weigh nothing at all. I mean, if we want to defeat aliens, all we have to do is blast the song, "It's not unusual to be loved by anyone." It's not unusual to be... Because that was how they defeated the aliens in Mars Attacks. Spoiler warning, sorry. I should have said spoiler warning before I said that. But clearly, that song is a weapon. Huzzah for the Elcors. Citadel Defense Force. Oh God, I should not try to do the ack sound. I can't at the moment, and that hurt a little. Ooh, Puddleglum. Congrats on doing the laundry. Success. Good adulting. See you soon. Let's see, this has been updated. Are the updates at the top new or at the bottom new? I think it's the updates at the bottom that are new. Dayliers? So many updates on the Citadel Defense Force. Oh, Delilah. Updated. The recovery of Rings of Elune, named after a revered Asari physician, inspired Asari civilians to volunteer at Citadel refugee clinics and hospitals. Hospitals. I have no idea why I said it the way that I did. Omega Ezo Horde. Is this an update? No, it's a brand new one. As promised, Arya has started transporting her Ezo supplies to the Alliance. Though the initial delivery was somewhat hampered by Alliance security's unease in dealing with a group that most think of as space pirates, the transfer of resources is now ongoing. To facilitate the process, a new freight company flying under the Omega flag has been founded. Omega Freight, great, yay. There's no way that they won't be corrupt and smuggling things in the future, right? The Omega Coalition of Cargo Transporters is a ragtag group that has nonetheless proven to be unerringly successful in both the swiftness of their deliveries and the security of its cargo. Oh. Shadows, thank you. The camera's in its normal. No, the camera. I thought I had moved the camera for today, but I also had camera issues and closed OBS, and apparently it reset to. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but this is where it normally is for today. It was in the Saturday stream location, which it should not have been. But also, the heck. Is my Stream Deck button weird? Is something wrong with that? Because it shouldn't be, but it's entirely possible that it is. No, it's supposed to turn on the Sunday cameras when I hit the go live button and turn off the Ultima cameras and the Monday cameras and the STO cameras and the general cameras. Why did it not do that? Well, whatever. I'll deal with that later. But also, like, what the heck, Stream Deck? You didn't do your job. Anyway, you won't be able to see like this, but that's normal. You'll at least be able to see the text we're actually reading. Omega rating fleet. Now I'm concerned. I did turn on the captions, right? Though comprised of a disparate range of ships, the Omega Rum fleet has proven itself to the Alliance in every way that counts. Their first engagement occurred during orientation. When the Alliance ships they were meeting were overwhelmed by a Reaper attack. Rum was told to avoid the rendezvous point, but they instead followed Fusion, their flagship, straight into combat to save the doomed ships. So they violated orders. That's honestly not a good first impression. The Alliance ships were saved, and Rum, recklessly led by a cheerfully ruthless Captain Jarl, has since been detailed to the most troubled Reaper fronts and each time has helped turn the tide. Rum landing parties also have a sterling, if somewhat bloodthirsty, reputation, particularly when up against Cerberus phantoms. Now we know why Rum is always gone. We should tell the pirates. Oh dear, yes. Alliance. Engineering Core. I'm trying to make myself remember the T is there so that I finish it before it's ice cold. Rum are the pirates. Oops. I wonder what Rum stands for because it didn't actually say. The Alliance Engineering Corps. No, we already know about them. This is an update. Updated. The base of a Hesperia period statue is covered in Prothean writing. Translations have proven useful to engineers working on the Prothean device. Huzzah! Alliance First Fleet. Updated. Thanks to Aria's hacker, the Cerberus files located in General Petrovsky's Afterlife headquarters were retrieved mostly intact. The encryption ciphers are complex, but Aria has her top technicians scraping the data for anything that may be of use to the Alliance. Key intel on Cerberus activities in Alliance theaters has already been found, providing the forces fighting in those areas a tactical edge. In more heavily encrypted files, valuable threads are emerging that could uncover top secret Cerberus operations. Ooh, pardon me. Alliance Fifth Fleet. Updated. A pair of entrepreneurs were persuaded to switch from creating financial programs to advanced weapon targeting VIs and to sell them to the Alliance just above cost. Gotta have a little profit. Because capitalism. The Asari Second Fleet. Updated. Shepard passed a Reaper code fragment to Asari High Command. An isolated copy will help predict Reaper movement. Excellent. These are some of those fetch quests paying off. A new entry under the Krogan. Krogan clans updated. Fierce, toxic immune creatures known as Cacliosaurs, once used as battle mounts by the Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized Cacliosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. We gave Krogan back their mounts. Pets! They get pets! Also, hello, total military strength. Allied forces are holding steady and winning battles in key locations. Troops assisting in a final push will have a strength of 7705. Chances of success are even. We've filled up this bar. It's well past the minimum. And appears to be a completely full bar. That doesn't mean we're ready to go to the end of the game yet, though. There's more to do. What to do today at a quarter or two to two. Technically, you could do the last mission now. Technically. But I would not recommend it. Yes. Technically. Imagine gesture voice, which sometimes I can do, but not right now. What to do today at a quarter to two. What to do today at a quarter or two to two. I really should do vocal warm-ups like that before I start streaming. I did try to do a couple of them. I did red leather, yellow leather. But I should do more of the tongue twister warm-ups, especially for this stream. I was distracted working on my D&D to Pathfinder conversion.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits any impact of micro-collisions with ambient dust. Nevertheless, some ablation does occur at subluminal speeds. Normandy will need maintenance before the year is out.
I mean, if we live that long, I would totally spring for it.
Yeah, I was like, Normandy's gonna need maintenance? Well, if we're still around, then maybe. There's more to do than can ever be done. There's more to see than can... There's more to do than can ever be done. There's more to see than can ever be seen. That's the Lion King. Yes, I tried to do it as the tongue twister, but there's more to do than can ever be done. More to see than can ever be seen. The circle of mice.
Commander.
It's the circle of mice. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Hang on. Because Circle of Mice is not me. Interesting. No. Updates in my thing, and yes, I want look in my library. I'm trying to remember. Which trying to remember is always a hard thing for, me and apparently many other people with ADHD, and I always thought it was just me, because I didn't know that I had the ADHD, or anything about it, honestly. Oh, come on. Yes. So, Circle of Mice, in high school, I was in drama club, and one of the things that my drama club did, about once a year, was a field trip to New York to go and see Broadway shows. Because, I mean, being on the East Coast, going to New York was like a 3 or 4 hour bus ride. So we'd go up to New York and see Broadway shows. But one of the things that we saw while we were there was a parody show called Forbidden Broadway, that rewrote lyrics of current Broadway shows, so that the lyrics were critique of Broadway. So sometimes they would be critique of the actors who were in the shows or the shows themselves, or and so the whole Circle of Mice thing was making fun of the fact that Disney seemed to be taking over all the shows on Broadway, which their first one was Beauty and the Beast, but since then, like, Disney owns a lot of the Broadway shows. Look, it's our fishes. I can't feed them again. I just fed them. But we have the new jellies in there, and the big eels. Those are both relatively new. Hello, Screaming Head. Hello, Space Hamster. Ah. Okay. Wow. I don't know. I completely distracted myself. I should continue so that we actually get past the run around and talk to people phase. Oh. Thane Krios. Morden Solus. Legion. Ashley Williams is on here. Ashley's. Oh, wow. I'm just looking at the names of our former companions who've died. Cool. Nobody should be in here. This is Thane's place. I have to check it to make sure that Thane didn't miraculously live. Or, you know, that his son hasn't just randomly shown up to take his place. This is where you observe the drinking of port, also known as port observation. Although these bottles, none of these bottles would be appropriate for storing port, and most of these glasses would not be appropriate for drinking port. I think it's hilarious that in Mass Effect 2, you could open both bathrooms, and in Mass Effect 3, you can only open the bathroom associated with the gender that you selected for your Shepard. I mean, nothing even happens in those rooms in this game. So it's just hilarious that they have locked us out. Kaden! Hello there, lover.
Hey, Shepard. Hey, Shepard.
I don't know how. Edie got fed up with telling Shep to stop going in the other bathrooms. You're probably right. I don't know how to do the zoomies. Aha. Just look at that gorgeous man there. that gorgeous and wonderful man who we are totally romancing. Hi, Triamas. Let's see. Blur strength, f-stop. I don't know what most of these things do. Filters. Blue, red. That one does not work in here. Ooh, X-ray filter. Hayden, Shep, stop staring at my arms. My eyes are up here. I mean, if you saw my tweet, it was Caden strutting. So interessante. None of these filters work in here. We can make Shepard disappear. Sorry. I distracted myself. Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Portico. Oh, stretch. Is it already? Oh my gosh. I do not know. Like yesterday and today, the clock seems to just be like running at like 3 times normal speed. My sense of time is just completely out of whack. I don't know where all of the time is going. Who is stealing time? Hydrate and stretch before interacting with Caden to avoid injury. Where is your bed, Caden? Oh, never mind. You don't need one. You just come sleep with me. But seriously, like, Caden's is like the only like space that doesn't seem to have a. Maybe his actual bedroom is supposedly somewhere else. I don't know.
Enjoy your day.
Hello, Glitch. I have no new upgrades. Hello, Liara.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
Yeah. Can we talk about Arya T'Loak? Oh, come on. Point me at the thing I want to point at. There's nothing there. Since we're playing a space game, I should mention, if you play Star Trek Online, they're in the middle of giving away free things in the lead up to their 13th anniversary event. Today, you should be able to claim 100% off discount in the C-store on the motion picture uniform, if you don't already have it.
Another time, maybe.
Well, fine, Garrus. I honestly thought that maybe after the DLC, there would be more conversation.
Commander.
But apparently nobody has anything to say to me. It's fine. Don't interrupt his calibrations. Someday I'm probably going to need to like do a run where I basically just keep him with me all the time, because everybody seems to really love Garrus, and I don't feel like I know him well enough to like him as much as people seem to.
Commander.
Like, I think I spent a lot more time with Morden than I did with Garrus. And Morden is dead now. I spent time with Hayden and Thane and Morden and Tali. He was your boyfriend in your second run. Aw. I have a feeling if I do a second run, it's going to be James for me. Shadows, enjoy your game. And welcome, VOD Shadows.
Horizon.
No fair. I hadn't joined up with you yet.
Fine, the Dead Reaper then.
Really? The husks just ran up to us.
Have you ever noticed that I carry a sniper rifle? You're the one who likes things at short range.
And you prefer to keep everything at a distance.
Exactly. Wait, what?
Creepiest thing we fought.
The Thorian. But wait, what did you
The
mean?
Thorian was creepy.
I didn't mean anything. I'm going with the Rachni.
They're flirting.
But we didn't fight her either time.
No, the little ones. They look like spiders and they scuttle right toward you.
I thought you liked it when things got up close and personal.
I guess it depends on who it is.
Garrus and Tali are flirting.
My board is green.
Shepard. Nothing to report, Commander.
Mobius, I shep them too. Oh. I'm sad a little bit because Adventures of Tony would love being here for Flort Effect.
Hey,
I hope she's doing well. The whole time zone issue means she doesn't get to pop into streams live very much anymore. Time zones. I don't think I have anything I need to do in here, actually. In Sizor 5. Let me check the store first. I don't know. Is there anything that I should be looking at in the stores? I have so much money. Acolyte, collector armor. Oh yeah, I was gonna do... Oh, I wonder. I was curious about some of the armor. I was like, I probably will never equip it, but I still want to have it. Is that silly? It's kind of silly. Concentration mod increases damage by 7.5%. Speeds perception by 27.5, enhancing aim for brief time. Han-Kadar gauntlets, recon hood, the Blood Dragon armor. That was the one I was like, I should just get it because it's Dragon Age. Which is just neat, right? $55,000. Oh, but this one is so much prettier. Is this also a reference to Dragon Age, or is this a different game? Medieval Gothic facade. Oh, it's gorgeous. And it's less expensive than that one. I'm so tempted. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. It's pretty. I'm buying them both because why not? Not like I need the money. I just bought them both. I did it. I did the thing. I bought the silly vanity armors because I don't know. I don't think I had an option. I think I had to buy them. Just glancing at other things. From my favorite shop in the Citadel, which one would that be? All of them. Wait, always prepared, one of two?
Maintenance schedules one more time.
Armor set, 1. Oh my god, I can have more than one? I didn't know I could define a second armor set. What? Okay, so I'm gonna compare. Loses tons of power recharge speed, though. Power damage is decent on the Blood Dragon armor. So it doesn't look like I can modify these at all, color-wise or anything. Oh. I never had the chance to even consider playing it because I didn't know the game existed when there was such a thing as multiplayer. There's no way that that's gonna be good for me. But it's nice looking. It just loses so much. Like stat wise, the power recharge speed on this is amazing. I'm sticking it on there for now. Still, my power recharge speed is 121 according to that. We'll see. It might be a terrible decision, but I have to at least try it once, right?
Says we're going to Thessia. I'll bet Doc's gonna want to go. I know I would if it was Earth.
Huh?
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Doc?
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Why would Dr. Chakwas want to go to Thessia? The way that you would want to go if we were going to Earth? Or are you referring to someone else? I don't understand. Chakwas is not from Thessia.
Admiral Hackett is available in the war room on VidCom.
I'm aware of that, thank you. I should save. I really should save. I don't have any points to spend. All right. Journal. I have the priority mission to Thessia. I have shore leave that I'm not supposed to do yet. I can't do Cerberus ciphers until I do Thessia. I think I have to do Thessia. That's all I have. The Asari, growing desperate as the Reapers attack their systems, have revealed an artifact that may hold the key to finding the catalyst. Meet a scientific team at a temple on Thessia and investigate the artifact for clues. I can no longer side quest. I can only main quest. All right, Masarile to the Athena Nebula. Locate secret artifact. Although I wish it just said Thessia or priority mission Thessia, you know, the way it's titled in the journal, because that would be so much more easy to understand. Saying locate secret object, I have no idea what mission it's for, except at this point. all of the missions are like, there's not much else it could be. All right. The Asari homeworld has been called the crown jewel of the galaxy, the apex of democracy, and the beating heart of galactic love. Its republics have a remarkably low incidence of war, disease, violent crime, or famine, riding a stable economy backed by wealthy colonies and Thessia's vast Element Zero reserves. Traces of Ezo in the water and soil are so common that most life on Thessia has adapted to its presence. Thessia's fortunes have been upended by the Reaper assault. The communications infrastructure that forms the backbone of the society's e-democracies has been eliminated. Millions are without power, water, or food, a move to coerce the Asari into widespread surrender. This is a necessary part of the Reaper strategy since husks alone have difficulty disarming or capturing a population full of biotics. Population was 5.5 billion before the invasion, and the orbital stations had 33,000 on them before the invasion. What the heck is an e-democracy?
Is under heavy Reaper attack. There's activity across most of the planet.
What about the temple? Can you raise the scientists?
Negative. All channels are scrambled across the spectrum. The mission's looking really dicey.
This is too important. It's now or never.
Shepard, that's my home down there. I have to go.
Then get to
Then
the shuttle.
join
and
the
let's do
mission.
this.
That must be the doc that James was referring to. I didn't realize Liara would be referred to as Doc. Ooh, cycle appearances. White with a butt flap because it's BioWare, and BioWare seems to think that everybody needs a butt flap. They love giving butt shots and inappropriate cleavage, but for some reason they want butt flaps in all the armor. Yes, yeah, she's a PhD, but just calling someone Doc made me think of Chakwas. That armor's not terrible. Pink and black with a butt flap. Actually, that might not be a full butt flap. It might just be on the side. I think that's what I had her in before, which is not bad. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. And, you know, we're not going anywhere without Kaidan. Yep. I'm fine with my loadout. I don't know the last time that I brought Liara anywhere, so I should probably look at the weapons that she's got. She's got a Shuriken 5 submachine gun presently. I have a Tempest 5. That's an option. A Hornet 5. That's an option. I honestly have no idea what the point is on... Oh, Shashkabeth, thank you for the follow. On messing with the loadouts of companions, I don't really understand whether it matters. And if I'm remembering correctly, they did away with that in Andromeda. Like, you never had to mess with your companions' loadouts in Andromeda. And I think it's partly because it doesn't really seem to matter. Like, messing with my loadout makes sense, but I don't really see a point to what I'm doing presently here. I'm still going to do it because the game has the option, but I just don't really understand why. Hello, Arc Pistol. You beautiful thing, you. Bumps accuracy. I mean, damage. Yeah, damage up is good. And capacity. Sure. And then Kaidan. Wonderful Kaidan, who also has an arc pistol and the Geth pulse rifle, which, I mean, we bring Kaidan on every mission. Those are fine. I have no idea how this armor is going to do for me. Oh, it's going to be so weird. Yeah, I don't have any points to spend. Kaidan's got some. I could get full barrier or let's go cryoblast. Recharge speed or damage to frozen and chilled targets by 15%. Weaken armored targets. Sure, let's go that one. And yeah, we haven't been using her, so auto level, because I'm not going to spend the time.
Liara, do you have anything more on this artifact?
These coordinates the counselor gave you are for the Temple of Athame.
I love the medieval armor.
There once. It's several thousand years old. And for some reason, it has classified government funding.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
What if we're too late? My people are dying down there.
Let's ask about your mother.
Benezia took you to this temple?
I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it.
What do you mean?
I went digging through her old files. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Whatever's going on, it's well hidden.
I remember your mother. She fought indoctrination when it mattered most.
And this brings all those memories back. What if Thessia faces the same fate?
Apparently, Kaidan was a good one to bring along because he had a comment in the conversation.
Not for long. We'll find the catalyst and save Thessia.
I hope you're right.
Hey, buckle up. This one's gonna be tight.
I hope I don't regret putting on the medieval armor for looks' sake. I'm sure I'll be fine, but the other armor I had optimized for my playstyle.
My home.
You can't worry about that now. We're exposed up here.
Let's get down.
Kaidan, cover up. Oh, this is not the weapon. Not the assault rifle, the sniper rifle. Yeah, those are Asari. Searching for loot. I am. Oh. Apparently can't go down there. Okay, I have looked for loot. Now I can talk.
Commander, we heard.
Oops.
The barrier's been breached.
Commander,
we'll talk later. Get on that gun up there and do some damage. Somebody better get on that gun.
Yeah, working on it.
The gun over there. Put it to use.
I'm trying.
Enemy targets on the bridge.
Yeah, reload. Oh. Was that good? I don't know if I was supposed to destroy that. Oopsie. Ooh. Huzzah for adulting. That's a lot of brute.
Enemy targets on the bridge.
Where? I don't see them. Better? I think we... Jeepers, I didn't even know the husks were coming. I was only seeing the big guys. Oh, this gun is nice.
I want that gunship pressed in the air. Block that hole! We're on it! Someone get me a location on our sniper.
I guess everybody having telekinesis makes
Commander,
things a
I'm
bit
Lieutenant
different.
Curran. We've been told to expect you. My orders are to hold this grid at all costs.
All right. You should do so.
Shore up the barrier! But our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here.
Oh gosh, Portico, good luck.
Well, unless you can give
Thank
me
you for the
a
hydrate.
stay, we're not dying for a field of rubble.
What exactly were you told about me?
Nothing but your name. Mission details were classified, which just means we'll die without knowing why.
This comes from the highest levels of your government. They can't risk a leak.
Standing here dying 3 at a time is risky too. Care to give us a reason?
It's too complicated. I need to get into that temple, and you're gonna help me do it.
You're too late. One of our outposts lost contact with the scientists over there.
I still need to reach them.
Yeah, like, I don't have a choice.
Get that gunship moving! Now! I'm not sacrificing my people just because some human I've never met says I should. I don't know you, but I do know if I don't pull my people out, they're all dead. Wait.
It's worth dying
Don't
for.
get to that temple, Lieutenant. This will be the last you ever see of Thessia. You're witnessing the extinction of our entire race. This is the end. And you really think you can stop all that from happening?
Ooh, the Crucible can, or I've beaten Reapers before. This is a bit boastful. There's no way. Well, okay. We are saving the universe sort of single-handedly. But it's by building the Crucible, which is a group effort, so it's not single-handedly. So the boast of I've beaten the Reapers before, not really appropriate. Okay, let's go with this one.
We've uncovered a Prothean superweapon. It'll win this war.
Prothean, huh? How do you know it'll finish the job?
It's the only chance any of us have got.
This is Lieutenant Curran. Hold your positions. I want a path carved to the temple. Outpost Tychus, we've got people coming your way. Let's make sure the galaxy knows the war was won on Thessia.
Okay, sure.
Make it count.
You seem to think Thessia is super important. Hello?
Years ago,
Flying
the city
things.
burning like this is...
It can be rebuilt. Just worry about the next 20 meters.
Yeah, it's just a city.
Watch it.
Uh-huh.
This has to end.
Hang on. It's what keeps me.
I don't think I can hit them.
Remember that, because here they come.
Here, what come?
Staggered approach.
Okay.
Try to use cover.
Oh, use cover? That's not how I play.
Push him back.
Cover. Who needs cover? I mean, I do actually, but I'm not good at actually using it.
That did it.
Then move. Get off the bridge.
Cover. We don't need no stinking cover. There's no loot. It's so weird. What's a game without loot? Okay.
On that building, we've got fire support.
I don't think I'm supposed to hit that, but oh, maybe I am. Nope.
Keep your focus, Liara.
I keep wanting to shoot the things in the air.
Then avenge them.
Scatter and take cover.
Okay. I keep trying to explore like it's an open world. It is not an open world. One would think I would have adjusted to that by now, but one would be incorrect in that assumption. Come on, show yourself.
Keep an eye on our perimeter.
Where are you? Come out. You can't hide in the closet the whole time. All right. More? I don't see any more. All right. I mean, if there are more, they will attack me, and then I'll know. Aha! Hello! Welcome to the party. Nice of you to come. Spore pod? What's a spore pod? What the heck is the spore pod?
They just won't stop.
Well, don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Oh. I don't like the spore pods. They are sinister in some way. Well, okay, sinister just means left-handed. So apparently the spore pods are left-handed. Oh, look at this wonderful, wonderful water feature. I have to explore the entire map. Or, you know, the loots. Loots are important. Hello, medkit. 50 experience points. KKK. Yep. Yeah, those are like from the corrupted Rachni mission. It's been a long time since I played that.
That door ahead looks like our way out of this mess.
What was that? Oh, hello there, Banshee. You can shut the heck up. You know, I may be having vocal issues, but, you know, that doesn't mean you need to copy me.
Keep up the pressure. All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
That shrieking is going to give you laryngitis like I've got. So, yeah. Oh, this is so pretty.
There's a ramp here, Shepard. Might be our way through.
I do love the environments in this game are just really nice. I also love that it's a third-person view. I really don't like first-person games.
Those things. My own people.
I hate to say it, but it's a damn effective strategy. Turn a species against itself? Hell of a mind game you're playing.
He's not wrong. Oh, I was trying to like get covered by the door and eek. We are about halfway through the stream, and I need a quick bio break. So I'm gonna pause right here. Take a quick bio. I will be back very shortly, and we'll pick up on the Thessia mission. If you need a quick quick break, now's a good time. So I will see you very shortly. All right, I am back. Hopefully you were able to take a quick break yourself, grab a beverage, take your meds, stand up and stretch, you know, all those wonderful things that help us to take care of ourselves. Back to Thessia and this mission. There's a terminal to salvage. 7,500 credits. Woo! You actually got your laundry started this time? Congratulations. Laundry is one of the more difficult adulting tasks for me. So I understand needing to make yourself do it. It wouldn't be so bad if I actually had...
The moments in my life I wish I could forget. The first life I saw taken. First life I had to take. And now this.
The last time we faced one of these was not super easy. Okay, so we're gonna try and help those Asaris. Hopefully they don't like turn into husks or something as we're making our way over to them. That feels like something that might happen.
No sign of him yet. What's your situation? Enemy forces have tripled in strength. I'm cut off from outpost Tychus.
You must maintain position.
Understood. I'll do what I can. Watch your head.
I will be here.
How long can you hold out?
M98 Widow. I am not changing my loadout at the moment. Thank you.
Now that you're here, as long as it takes. Can you really win this war?
That's the goal.
Here over there if you need it, and let's do some damage.
No, okay, it's a Marauder, not a Banshee. I thought for a second there was a freaking Banshee, but I hadn't heard the screaming, so...
Looks like a kill zone. You hit one.
Where are you? Oh boy. I really am glad that I'm not facing off against the Reaper at the moment.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Okay, I think that one's dead, but I was pinging off of something. Oh. How nice of you to you know, visit us here on the Asari homeworld. We'd really prefer that you head home now, though.
I think we're in the clear. Let's get out of here. Toward the Reaper. It's a way out of here.
Yeah, but not a good one.
No choice.
It's not a good way out. I'm with Kaidan. Let's not go towards the Reaper. But apparently we are. It's reaping time. Oh wait, no. That's what the Reapers would say. Not what we would say, right?
This nightmare never ends.
The hell it won't. We get to this artifact and we can all wake up.
I can't believe we're almost there. It's been so long.
Okay, yeah, okay. Had to make sure I was going the right direction. Oof. Ouch. What are we facing off with?
Watch it!
We're trying to reach Outpost Tychus.
You're looking at it.
What about the rest of your squad?
They're all dead. We tried punching through to the scientists, but I'm all that's left.
Well,
Reinforcements.
it's a good thing you met us.
Gunships flying support. But things got too hot with that Reaper. They can't chance it.
We could use their help or no choice. We don't have a choice.
We need them. We need to be in that temple. Casualties are
Oh
unavoidable.
gosh.
In that case, casualties are about the only thing I can guarantee you. Talon Swarm, this is Outpost Tychus. Is anybody left on this frequency? We are in need of immediate air support. Commander Shepard is here.
Copy. This is Talon 1. I'm on the way.
Oh dear.
Talon 5 inbound.
Oh, they're so gonna die.
Targets confirmed. Weapons are hot. Light 'em up.
We totally could have taken all those out without air support.
Acquired. I'm hit. The stabilizer blew out.
Eject. Have they not heard of eject? They have freaking Mass Effect fields.
5. Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it now.
Go, Commander. I'll cover you from here.
Commander
Oh,
Shepard, I thought you were
she's totally gonna die. Hi, Banshee. I love your concerts are, you know, not the greatest. So let's. How about you take a bow and leave now? Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Oh heck. What was that? Oh, leave us alone, jeez. You're a little enthusiastic, aren't you?
We own this pilot a drink.
That's it for the missiles. Switching to the gun.
Next time we go to war, maybe the Alliance can spring for air support.
Oh. I had a freaking missile launcher sitting right next to me. I did not know. I probably don't need it now. Clearly I didn't need it before, because I did just fine without it. Alright. Missile launcher! Take out those 4 pods! Uh-oh. I honestly should just remove everything from my loadout except this freaking sniper rifle. It's the only thing I ever really use. Although, I need to have at least one backup weapon. Yeah, guys. I understand you want to join the party, but we're full up. All the drinks have already been drunk. You really should go home. My parents aren't gonna like it if they see what you did to the planet. What are you shooting at? Better? Oh, I can't hit a freaking spore pod, really? Thank you. I'm glad they're not sprouting those tiny little face hugger things. Now is when a oh geez, now this is a good time for that freaking missile launcher. This is actually a bit of a fight. I also have no idea how much health they have left. Jeez. I wonder if there's a better cover position. And could I even get to it if there is? We're gonna try. Oh, God.
We have to make it worth something.
I wonder if I could have saved her. If I had moved up sooner, I wonder if I could have saved that Talon. Or if that was a scripted death. I feel bad. I feel like I didn't play that well enough because I wasn't realizing I was really not doing any damage from that distance. Something for another playthrough. I'm sure this city was
There were 5
beautiful.
million Asari when this war began. I wonder how many we've lost today.
Look at this. It is just... They do such good environments. Pretty sure it's scripted. I mean, it probably is. I really love the environments in here. All right, got something.
Looks like we're in the clear. Let's get inside.
No, I was trying to pick up the heatsink thing.
Front door looks locked.
It does.
Let me take a look. It's military-grade encryption. I think I can override it.
Yeah.
Military grade? For a temple?
Especially since few still follow the Athame doctrine.
Well, clearly there's something inside to protect. Isn't that why we're here? Also, you know, it could just be protecting everybody outside from the danger inside.
I don't like this. The scientists should be here.
Take a look around. Maybe one of these artifacts is what we're looking for. Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. It's the goddess Athame's sword. Myths say she wielded it against the jealous gods who threatened our ancestors. Without knowing what we're looking for, I'd need more time to study it to know for sure.
Okay, so not the sword. A shield?
What's this?
The goddess Athame's shield. Legends say she used it to protect Thessia when the heavens grew angry.
Okay. So she was a melee fighter. Ooh, manuscripts on display.
What about this one?
A page from one of our earliest religious texts, the Athame Codex. I doubt this is it. It describes Lucen, Athame's guide who taught our ancestors about the stars.
I have to look at the case. Just because. Okay, yeah. It appears to be glassed in all the way around. That's actually a nice museum case for it. Hopefully the case blocks UV rays. Sorry. Being an archivist who does exhibits of manuscript materials, it's nice to see good equipment since I don't get to work with good equipment.
Another page from the Codex. Not very useful. It talks about Athame's guide granting us the gift of biotics as a reward for worshipping her.
Typical government secrecy. They've got the key to victory, and they hide it.
I don't think they know that it's the key to victory. What's this manuscript?
How about this?
It's more from the Codex. Doesn't look promising. It describes how Athame taught our ancestors mathematics.
Mathematics might win the war. Because if we do enough subtraction, there won't be enough Reapers left to kill everybody.
What do you know about this?
A fragment from the Codex. It's not what we need. It describes how Athame's guide Janiri gave my people seeds. He taught them the seasons so they could grow crops.
Probably not that one. Busted.
Doesn't look useful. That's Janiri, Athame's guide who brought enlightenment to Thessia long ago.
Doesn't he look like a Prothean?
Not necessarily.
I think we're missing something here.
Totally a Prothean. I mean, the Asari were alive at the time the Protheans... Like, I wonder... I'm glad I brought Caden, but I wonder if we had brought the asshole with us. What the heck is his name? The Prothean guy. What is his name? Interesting dialogue with Zavik?
50,000 years
No, that's not what I want. I don't remember that name. That is... not the name I remember. But is that like, maybe that's his last name? Anyway, whatever. I thought, yeah, there's Javik. Thank you. Couldn't remember his name. I knew that Zavik was wrong. But yeah, there's probably some really interesting dialogue.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. That's a sculpture of Lucen, one of Athame's servants who walked among my ancestors, bestowing knowledge.
Right. Looks like another Prothean to me.
I admit there is a certain resemblance.
I mean, I said the asshole, so it was either Zahid or Zavik. Javik. That, whatever. They're both kind of assholes. Researchers dead at the front there. Um,
I'm guessing these are the scientists.
wow. Okay, I think their necks were snapped, as well as additional damage done. That's a Prothean. The Asari worshipped the Protheans.
What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Anyone else notice she looks like a Prothean?
What? But I see what you mean. That is troubling.
Wow. The Protheans definitely did not practice the Prime Directive.
It's the goddess Athame again.
You don't want to hear it, Liara, but it seems clear. This goddess was a Prothean.
I know it looks that way, but this is thousands of years of Asari history in question.
What does Asari history say the goddess was? An Asari? Or something else? Because clearly you knew what her physical appearance looked like, and she's a freaking Prothean. They're about to wake up as husks. Sorry, the cut made me wonder.
They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this.
Whoa.
We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Cerberus?
Who's that supposed to be?
It's Athame. Her image became more like ours over time.
And a little less Prothean.
I admit this all raises serious questions about Asari history. To consider the Protheans may have been involved in our past, it would change everything we know about ourselves. If the Reapers hadn't attacked, this revelation would be the biggest event our civilization...
There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
It has the information needed to finish.
I wish we'd hidden the beacon back on Mars a little better. No telling what's in this one.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
It has the information we need to finish the weapon.
A beacon like this could explain why Asari are so advanced.
Well, they learned directly from a freaking Prothean.
It was thousands of years old, Liara. Plenty of opportunity to crack its secrets.
That doesn't make it true.
Like Athame not being Prothean? Think about it, Liara. A couple breakthroughs every other century from this beacon, and the Asari stay on top.
A little
Maybe this is why.
time to adjust makes sense. The Asari have been sneaky little hobbits. Sneaky little hobbits is... Oh dear. I mean, I would keep it quiet too.
People had gotten their hands on this. Who knows what could have happened?
If it is true, I'd like to think my government was at least careful about it.
But maybe too careful. No one's left to tell us how this works.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
Maybe that's the point.
Uh-huh.
By the goddess.
Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
In stone.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on Pharos years ago.
Way back in Mass Effect 1. Okay, I actually do like this armor. It looks nice.
Keep searching. There have to be more connections.
It's really silly. But in the cutscenes, I'm sad you can't see my face. I wish I could hide the helmet, but I like the armor. Okay. Look for the connections.
I can't believe this whole temple is a front.
Best place to hide a
You
secret is
can't?
out in the open.
They've been no connection here.
So once we figure this out, we can finish the Crucible, and the war's over. No pressure.
Oh, that one does it.
I'd say that one counts.
What about the bust?
Doesn't look like a connection.
The other bust will be.
I don't think that's it. Let's move on. Yes.
Shield?
There, another one.
I don't think
Agents.
we're done yet.
Agents of Shield. Sword.
This doesn't appear to be a connection.
Surprising.
Keep searching.
Actually, I kind of thought the sword and shield both would be, but this one.
This isn't a connection. Keep looking.
Also surprised. This bust for sure.
They sure went to a lot of trouble to hide them.
That did it. I think we can access the beacon now.
Uh-huh. It's not going to be interactable. Okay, good. Yeah, I just had to check. All right, time for some bacon. Beacon.
Access the beacon now. We need to hurry. This place isn't going to...
Stay safe for long.
last very long.
Obtaining chronological marker. Hold. Timescale established. Post-Prothean cycle confirmed.
What are you?
Reaper presence detected. This galactic cycle has already reached its extinction terminus.
Uh-huh.
Systems shutting down.
Wake the fuck back up.
We need answers.
To what question?
How do we defeat the freaking Reapers?
We need to know what it is to finish the Crucible.
It's freaking Protheans?
I think this one's dead. Remember when we met Vigil?
I am called Vendetta, an advanced virtual construct of Patrick.
Oh, I thought it was saying that the...
project you refer to as Crucible. He died fighting the Reapers in the Battle of Tranvia 9. Your remaining time is also at an end.
Were all Protheans so grim?
Seems that way.
What happened to the Crucible in your time? Why didn't the Protheans deploy it?
We were sabotaged from within. A splinter group argued we should dominate the Reapers rather than destroy them.
Of course.
It fractured our order of battle. Later, we discovered the Separatists were indoctrinated.
Deja vu, anyone?
Our study
Sounds like Cerberus.
led us to believe that time is cyclical. Many patterns repeat.
Like the Reaper attacks.
And beyond, the same peaks of evolution, the same valleys of dissolution. The same conflicts are expressed in every cycle.
How old are the Reapers then?
The repetition is too prevalent to be merely chance.
We assumed the Reapers were responsible for the pattern.
Perhaps, though I believe the Reapers are only servants of the pattern. They are not its master.
So who is the Master?
Unknown. Its presence is inferred rather than observed. The only certainty is its intention.
Oh, I have so many thoughts.
Annihilation. You now stand at that precipice.
I have so many thoughts. I can't share them because I don't want to spoil anything Andromeda related. But having played Andromeda previously, and having never played these, I have so many thoughts from me knowing stuff about Andromeda. Help us. Yeah.
There's still hope for this cycle. We need to know what the catalyst is. Trillions of lives are at risk.
Trillions of lives are always at risk. But if the Reapers have arrived to end your cycle, this discussion is too late.
We can break the cycle. We found your plans for the Crucible. We're building it right now.
The Crucible is not of Prothean design. It is the work of countless galactic cycles stretching back millions of years.
Really?
Each cycle adds to it. Each improves upon it. Thus far, none have successfully defeated the Reapers with it.
They weren't me.
I know a thing or two about killing Reapers. Just tell us what the catalyst is.
Confidence alone will not defeat the Reapers, though I deem your odds of success remote.
Don't hide the freaking information.
Give us what we need to know.
Very well. If you have followed the plans for the Crucible, I will interface with your systems and assist with the catalyst too. Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
Don't. They've paywalled the freaking information.
You killed the scientists.
The assassin.
Your attention.
You have that.
Talk with you.
Didn't you kill Thane? Am I remembering correctly?
Shepard.
Tim.
How did you find this place?
the archives? Or did your shadow broker miss that one?
Evil President
Show
Bartlett.
yourself. I promise I won't miss.
Stick to your talents, Dr. Dasani. You've helped uncover the key to subjugating the Reapers.
Or destroying them.
Damn it, Shepard. Destroying the Reapers gains us nothing.
How about peace?
They're just trying to control us. Think about it. If they wanted all organic life destroyed, they could do it. There would be nothing left.
But there won't be any humans left.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know them, Shepard. I know how they think.
I think you've gotten a little too close to the enemy.
No. I'm saying they've got it right. Why kill when you can control?
We need to work together. You've lost touch. I used to trust you. I never trusted him. Listen to yourself. Honestly, I'm feeling renegade on this one.
The Reapers have it right. You're indoctrinated. You're doing just what they want.
I could say the same of you. Wasting time on a war that can't be won.
At least I'm fighting.
Never question my ability to fight. I've been fighting them longer than you can imagine. And don't assume you know me.
What?
My methods for dealing with the Reapers are simply more refined than yours.
I've been fighting them longer than you. Did he say can remember? Or I don't remember the exact sentence, but I've been fighting them longer than you know, or something along those lines. Is Tim secretly an AI? That's been fighting them through multiple, longer than you realize. Is he secretly an AI that's been fighting against the Reapers through multiple cycles?
You've forgotten everything you stood for. Cerberus was supposed to be humanity's sword, not a dagger in our back.
Poetic, but as usual, you miss the point. The world is more gray than you care to admit.
With the Prothean data in this beacon, I can end this conflict, once and for all.
Take care of it,
You're
Liara.
either with me or against me. There's nothing gray about that.
No, I suppose there isn't. Leng, the commander has something I need. Please relieve him of it. And then bring me the data.
Understood.
We're gonna have to take care of Tim, aren't we?
It's slower than I imagined. I've been hit! Cover me while I recharge! Heads up, gunship! Get to cover!
Oh, I should cover. Oh, geez.
I've got this!
You do not go after my boyfriend.
I need to recharge! Cover me!
The gunship's taking up position.
Shepard is mine now. You've had your fun now, Shepard.
Shepard is not yours.
Never last.
Shepard belongs to Caden.
There's only one way this ends.
With your death.
Target the supports.
You killed sexy Squidward. You do not get to get away. Okay, I have freaking biotics. I should be able to jump up from there. But Shepard can't jump. Maybe the database will kill him? Or the next priority mission will have to track him down. That is a lengthy fall. All right. Come on. Killing Kai Leng would be amazing right now.
Shepard!
Don't worry about me. Get rid of Kai Leng. Liara, you lost track of the mission. They did. Fucking evil Bartlett. He's gone way too far this time.
Commander?
What is it?
Counselor. The mission
was a failure.
How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy?
Counselor. I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
What happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say.
Plug me into it.
What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make, continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. I'm sorry.
Asari forces are in full retreat. It is no longer safe for us to remain in this system.
Get us out of here.
Shepard. Nobody could have predicted Cerberus would reach Thessia before us.
I think I still have to go Renegade.
To hell with predictions. Thessia is lost, and that's on me. As is the data on the Catalyst. I'm sick of Cerberus beating us to the punch.
Let's kick them in the balls first for a change.
Excellent suggestion, James.
I'm with James. Anyone know where they're hiding? Anyone?
Edie, you have to know. Oh, Trainer.
Well, there is something.
Let's hear it, Trainer.
I was able to track Kai Leng's shuttle through the relay and extrapolate his destination.
Excellent work, trainer.
The signal disappeared in the Yera system.
Well, then we go there.
Naturally.
It's not just gone, though. The signal is being actively blocked.
How?
I'm not sure, but something is interfering with all signal activity in that region of space.
Commander, the Yera system is home to Sanctuary and little else. Sanctuary is a supposed safe haven for war refugees.
What do you want to bet? They're all indoctrinated by Cerberus.
You think it's worth checking out, Trainer?
Yes, sir, I do.
If Specialist Trainer hadn't examined the data so astutely, the interference would have been undetectable.
Nice work, Trainer. You've given us a shot. Now let's make sure we don't waste it.
I was stationed on Horizon in the Lyra system, and you were the only Cerberus presence while I was there.
It's a slim lead. Let's hope it's the right one.
I don't care how slim the leads are at this point. We've come too far to let Cerberus stop us. I want that Prothean data.
We have a galaxy to save.
No excuses. Dismissed.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Oh boy. We have some lore to look at. No new war assets because we failed. We have some secondary codex. The Reaper War. The fall of Thessia. The assault on Thessia. Oh gosh. My voice is gone. Mini but requested spoiler. Is now the time when I am meant to do the DLC that you had told me to wait on? The assault on Thessia did not go as smoothly as the Reapers' strikes against other races. While other species met the Reapers head-on, the Asari resorted to dangerous hit-and-run tactics to harass their attackers. After this next mission... Oh, after Horizon. Then I do short leave. Okay. By engaging in guerrilla strategies, blasting a Reaper ship, then jumping to FTL where they could not be tracked, the Asari forced the Reapers to remain on the defensive. Unfortunately, the Reapers' greater numbers allowed them to accept certain losses, so they soon ignored the attacks against them and began orbital bombardment on Thessia. This in turn forced the Asari to defend their homeworld with a more traditional stance, facing the Reaper forces directly. As soon as the Reapers landed on Thessia, the harvesting began. A swift and brutal slaughter of the Asari ground forces followed. Resistance from trained biotics barely slowed the attackers down. In the end, Thessia's minimal military forces combined with unpreparedness in the face of an overwhelming enemy resulted in the fall of the planet. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Mobius. So we have the new mission Priority Horizon. Cerberus may be using the Sanctuary facility on Horizon as a cover for secret activity. Land on Horizon to search for clues about their operations. And I believe you had said I should be able to do Cerberus ciphers now. Which is a go and scan things fetch quest type mission. But let's talk to people. Oh, there's 3 people on the bridge. Right? Oh, no, just 2.
Not after we took down that Reaper on Rannoch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Campbell. Westmoreland, I think the Asari were well in that fight.
Commander, Cerberus has attacked a comm facility on Ontaron. I've updated the galaxy map.
Ontaron? and 7 Communications Hub. Side quest! I bet that's where we're going to find the Cerberus ciphers. Ontarom. 16 years ago, the Systems Alliance established the first dish field on Ontarom, defying the tidal disruptions and electrical storms that periodically sweep across the planet. The facility has since grown into a crucial communications hub for the Alliance. Trade between the Alliance base and nearby human settlements sustains planetary unity. The Alliance also trains and hires colonists to maintain the quantum communicators, further strengthening the bond between locals and the military forces that use the comm stations. Although most of the communication relays serve the military, a coalition of Ontarom's businesses has begun construction on a civilian broadcast hub. The local Alliance commander has offered the help of the military's technical experts, making Ontarom a symbol of civilian and military cooperation. Well, we're gonna need to go there, I suppose. Thank you for notifying me of this, Specialist Trainer.
It was a good idea. And right now, it's the best lead we've got.
In any event, good luck. Commander?
You can join me on the mission if you want. But you probably want to stay here and counsel us after we go through the brutal things that we go through. Armor from your fans. From Joker. Hey, Commander. We just got a shipment of armor delivered to the Normandy. It's from a group of Alliance soldiers who used to be stationed at Rhode Island. Don't know how they found us. They left a note that just says, "You'll need this more than we do." The armor's called Reckoner Knight or something. You can check it out in the equipment locker. Man, those arm spikes look like they could take out an eye. Joker. Oh, that's cute. I love how they justify it being there. Interestingly, I didn't get anything like that for the Dragon Age armor. Evacuating Thessia from Asari Military Command. Good, you open this message. This isn't actually Asari Military Command. They're busy tending to what's left of their planet. So you survived our fight on Thessia. You're not as weak as I thought. But never forget that your best wasn't good enough to stop me. Now an entire planet is dying because you lacked the strength to win. The legend of Shepard needs to be rewritten. I hope I'm there for the last chapter. It ends with your death. KL. Kai! Oh God, I wish I had my voice. I could do that so much better. Just imagine Shepard shouting Kai as the Kirk Khan meme.
If we don't finish that crucible soon, there won't be a galaxy left to save.
Shepard, I have a question about human behavior.
This isn't the best time, Edie.
Perhaps humor? A penguin is driving through the Arizona desert.
I'm not in the mood.
A lively rendition of La Marseillaise?
No.
Very well. I will maintain a respectful silence until you indicate otherwise.
I want the rest of the penguin joke.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
So Thessia, huh? I guess the Asari are wishing they had fewer dancers and more commandos right about now.
I bet those dancers can fight just as well as the commandos.
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
You see this? Tiptree. Little colony out in the ass end of nowhere. My dad lives there. So does my sister. Reapers rolled in about 2 weeks ago. So you can assume that I'm generally aware there's a war on Commander.
So why the jokes?
Because EDI says that according to your armor's metabolic scans, you're under more stress now than during the Skillian Blitz. Like, more than a Kuz, where Thresher Maws ate the rest of your squad. And the last time I had a briefing with Anderson, he told me to take care of you. The guy leading the resistance on Earth is worried about you, and I'm supposed to help.
Oh boy. Joker.
I appreciate the thought, Joker. But I'm fine.
The hell you
Fine.
are. You're like half robot at this point. No offense, Edie. And it's my fault. When the
Oh, God.
Normandy, you died because I wouldn't leave. Because you had to come back for me.
Couldn't leave the best pilot in the fleet behind, could I?
Yeah, well, I guess that would have looked bad on your report.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Oh my God.
Commander?
Oh God, Joker has so much trauma. I think he needs to see Trainer. That was a good, oh God. I was not expecting it, and it was well done. And makes perfect sense character-wise. Hello, fishies. This is why you have no issue with Edie and Joker. Anyone hurt him, Edie would tear them apart. My only issue with Edie and Joker is that I wish Commander Shepard could romance Joker. You have to yell at the hamster. I need you to interact with one another. I can't leave until you do. There we go. Yeah, if you're FemShep, you can romance Trainer, but I wish you could romance Joker. As male Shepherd. Hi, Tali. I don't know which person she's thinking of.
Shepard, this wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was.
Not about fault. I was supposed to stop them.
You will.
I don't know if I can do this, Tali. Earth, Paladin, Thessia. I'm risking everything to build the Crucible, and I'm not even sure what it does. Who am I to make that call?
You're the one who was right, all along. You fought when no one else would, when nobody else believed you. You can do this. I know you can.
I mean, Shepard's not wrong. We don't know what this weapon we're building even does. I do suspect, though, that it's going to take a living being component to finish it. And that at the end of this game, I'm going to end up plugging myself into this machine somehow.
Thanks, Shepard. Thanks, Shepard.
That is my current suspicion. I do miss sexy Squidward. You know, I could check the map to see where people actually are, but I would still run into the rooms anyway. Hayden? Hayden's not here. I mean, people are in different spots than they were before, so it's just I get so used to them being in the same spot because it takes so long for me to advance the main plot.
Has gone to speak with the Prothean.
because I've been doing like every single side quest, so it takes forever. That like Joker reaction. Sometime I need to just not do the side quests so I can play through the main story and actually get the full impact of all of that. That would be good.
Any word from your family?
They made it off Palaven.
That's
it
good.
Was tight, but they're okay.
We'll take every scrap of good news we can get.
Wish I had more, though.
Why?
I just had to make a tough call with the Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease all offensive operations against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
It was the right choice.
If it means anything, I would have given the Primarch the same advice.
Yeah, there's that ruthless calculus again. How are you holding up, Shepard? This all has to be taking a toll.
Oh, it is.
There's only so much fight in a person. Only so much death you can take
before your friend picks you up, dusts you off, and tells you you're the best damn soldier he's ever met. We'll get through this. We always do.
Ooh. But I don't need proximity mine.
Not something you can ever get used to. Seeing a world go down like that. Thousands of years of civilization on fire. But it wasn't your fault. Thessia was already gone by the time we got there.
I mean,
maybe the elusive man did win one, but so what? I've lost a few fights in my time, and I'm still here. It's because I always made sure. A battle doesn't make a war, Shepard. We're still in this.
I don't know what happened to that voice line, but I'm honestly surprised that Thessia didn't go down sooner. The Asari were around before the last reaping, so I would have thought they might have been one of the prime, like, first targets.
Have you checked on Liara? She must be devastated. That's not something you ever forget.
I mean,
Shepard, this is when you take all your anger and frustration, bottle it up, then use it to rearrange every molecule in Kai Ling's body.
I like the way you think, Garrus.
Not right now. Not right now.
Rearrange every molecule in Kai Ling's body. That sounds good. And we got to see our own planet go through that, so I kinda know a little bit about what Liara might be feeling. But also not, because everybody experiences things like that in the same way. Sorry, we're first developing this new cycle. Yeah, but they were they weren't advanced enough to be worth reaping in the previous cycle, but they existed in the previous cycle. So I just kind of feel like the Reapers would have been aware of them and gone there to target them first.
Feeling okay, Commander? Feeling okay, Commander?
Because it seems like with the cycles, they're meant to let things develop to a certain point, and then they come in and wipe it all out. So I would think that any civilizations that were nascent in the at the end of the last cycle would be the primary targets for the new cycle. But that's just me being weird and speculative.
That can't be true.
You saw it with your own eyes.
Oh,
The goddess Athame was Prothean.
this conversation.
You wanted to know more about your history, Asari. Now you do.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and I'd appreciate you.
Hey, settle down.
My home was just destroyed, and all he can do is gloat.
apologize or he was just being honest. I'm on her side. He needs to fucking apologize.
I think you owe Liara an apology, Javik.
Apologize for the truth?
For not doing more. You're a Prothean. You were supposed to have all the answers. How could you not stop this from happening?
We believed you would. Long ago, we saw the potential in your people. Even then, it was obvious. The wisdom, the patience. You were the best hope for this cycle. So you were guided when necessary.
Well, it didn't work.
You're still alive, aren't you? Your world may have fallen, but as long as even one Asari is left standing, the fight isn't over.
I guess that goes for Protheans, too.
Despair is the enemy's greatest weapon. Do not let them wield it. Liara T'Soni.
That's like the nicest thing he's ever said.
Did you mean any of that?
She believes it, so she will keep fighting. Isn't that what matters most, Commander?
Carry on.
He truly is a sociopath.
I'm told you spoke with a VI of one of my people. It seems another Prothean still fights the Reapers. If there is to be victory in this war, it will be for all cycles. The living will avenge the dead. And do not concern yourself with Thessia's fate, Commander. The loss of a planet is insignificant next to the loss of the galaxy.
I am aware.
I suffered many defeats in the last war, Commander. Let this loss be the fuel that powers your rage.
Give in to the dark side.
Many are asking what I eat. They will never know. It is harder to be poisoned that way. Is it true you keep fish in your cabin, Commander?
You do not eat my fish.
I am with my own thoughts.
I will murder you if you eat my fish. He does know that there are tables. That tables exist. He's weird. I guess I have to go back upstairs to talk to Liara again. He's on our side. I have to keep that in mind. But
Have you seen the new poker table up in the lounge? It's going to waste.
Well, I was thinking of inviting T'Soni a trainer up for a wee game of strip poker.
Right.
Kinda.
Invite that reporter Allers too?
Nah, she brings cameras and record the whole thing.
And if you lose, you don't want the whole galaxy knowing how little you bring to the table.
Damn, girl. My bankroll is just fine.
Donnelly really got misogynistic in this third game.
Commander.
But she held her own in that.
Nothing to report.
Commander, we were just talking to Liara. She's a strong one.
I'd say her world's just been completely rocked.
Completely. Adams and I were just remembering Noveria and the terrible way her mother died. Liara seemed so together afterward. Couldn't have been easy. For weeks, she told me stories about her mother. Yeah, me too. I have a feeling she'll be okay. Yeah. Hope so.
Mobius.
Nothing to report, Commander. And don't worry about Kai Lang. Now that we've seen his dirty moves, next time, he's getting his ass kicked. Count on it.
Good. You deserve a kiss for that. The game won't let me, though.
Can't wait to get back out there. Can't wait to get back out there.
But we need to have a date sometime.
Have you filed your story on Thessia yet?
No. I'm trying to word it right.
What happens if you word it wrong?
exchange drops 2,000 extra points.
And if you're unlucky?
I don't know. Never really been unlucky.
Well, clearly she's up all night to get lucky.
Commander. Do we need to talk, Commander?
No.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
I interact with her extremely little. It's just weird that she's on my ship, given how little I actually interact with her. I feel like she's really only here.
She went straight to her cabin. She's not answering her comm.
How bad?
I've never seen Liara like this. Not even after Noveria.
Damn.
Can you talk to her? You've known her as long as any of us. And with Palaven.
I'm just another damn reminder of how many people are dying. You should talk to her.
I just regained my homeworld. She just lost hers.
Well, I don't have any magic words. She needs time. Maybe call her later.
She went straight to her cabin. She's not answering her comm.
I'll go talk to Liara.
Thanks, Shepard. Thanks, Shepard.
Yeah, it is a huge studio space. See, I think that character only exists as a boinking option for the player.
Protheans my entire life. If I'd been shown the beacon on Thessia earlier,
You would have needed Shepard's cipher to comprehend it.
I still could have learned from it. Instead, my mother hid the galaxy's most important archaeological find from me. It must have been such a joke to her when I became a Prothean researcher.
The penalties for withholding Protean technology are among the harshest in Council space. Your mother's motives may have been simply to shield you.
Perhaps. Thank you, Edie. I hadn't considered that. How did this happen, Shepard? Did I just assume the Asari would be ready? That the Council would protect them?
It was Cerberus.
Or was I so busy with the Catalyst that I ignored my own people?
It was Cerberus.
Liara, you had nothing to do with the attack on Thessia.
Nothing to do with it? I told those people on Thessia we'd save them.
And we would have.
Asari died because I demanded their help.
None.
Shepard, that isn't true.
I've been warning your people for 4 years, Liara. There's not a damn thing you should feel guilty about.
We would have won.
If we move fast enough, they'll have a chance to survive this.
If
Start again.
Traitors hadn't betrayed all of us.
But we haven't lost the Asari yet.
Helping the refugees. That's something I can do. It's something I owe them.
I knew you'd think of something.
I still need some time, Shepard. But thank you.
Stasis? I wonder what that
I need
does.
some time, Shepard.
Ooh, possible book titles? Glyph, please flag this as a list of possible book titles. When this is all over, I'd like to publish what we've learned about the Protheans. The Protheans, a living legacy. The Prothean Empire. The Protheans. The Last Prothean. Living history of the Protheans. I despise thinking up titles for my own. Academic research. Prothean Journeys. Journeys with the Prothean. Honestly, I think the best title is I despise thinking up titles for my own. I guess it's I despise thinking up titles for my own academic research. I think that is the best title. Prothean Notes, 2186, Entry 4. I can't let disappointment stop me from learning the Protheans' history. It's just as naive as thinking they were all benevolent. And I've perhaps been arrogant, judging an entire species on what little time I've had to know its sole survivor. He was hardly responsible for the skewed view I had of his people. I put forward the idea of writing a book with Javik, and to my surprise, he said he would think about it. Perhaps it's a start. I struggle with naming papers. Yeah.
Please enjoy your day.
Sometimes I'm easy with character names. Sometimes it's hard, but I really struggle with titling my academic papers. So we just got stasis. Stop an enemy in its tracks with this powerful Mass Effect field. No effect on armored targets. Enemies eventually break out. We also got proximity mine. Fire this sticky mine into traffic. It will detonate when an enemy steps within range. What do I currently have equipped? I don't remember. Reeve. Which I don't have a description of here. Because the description is in here. Drain their health and disrupt their resistances, receiving increased damage protection while it's in effect. I still think Reeve is the way to go for me. I had to write a thesis your senior year in undergrad and ended up having a couple of people who graduated the year before you come up with a title for it. I usually have to ask for help with titles.
Hopefully she's doing better now.
Thanks for talking to her. Neither of us knew what to say.
There's not much we can say, but being there helps.
Thanks, Shepard.
But also, it's been a while since I wrote an academic paper. I'm currently trying to write one. Struggling to write one. Oh, I probably should follow up with Garrus too. I don't know what I will title it when I'm done. If I'm ever done. All of the other ones I've done were co-authored, and I'm trying to do a solo-authored one, and oh my god, is it hard. With the co-authored ones, the other person's expectations made it so that it was easier to work on it. With the solo-authored one, oh my god, is it difficult to make myself work on it. An argument without a cause on the philosopher David Hume's belief that we can never actually know the cause of things.
Maybe later.
That is a good title. Mine has to have a subtitle. The paper I'm writing is about it's about streaming. It is about Archival Adventures, the Wednesday stream that I do. So it's going to have a subtitle. The title will likely be Archival Adventures. Because that honestly seems like the best possible title I could pick. Okay, but look. There was like an achievement that I got half of for buying that armor. So I want to know which other armor thing I need to buy to get the rest of the achievement. Because the Dragon Age armor didn't give me the other half of the achievement. But none of these look new. Is it the Inferno armor? Oh, that wouldn't make any sense. I'm really not achievement hunting, but come on. It was over 10 years ago and the paper itself needed another draft or two. It was pass fail and they let you graduate. So yeah, that's all that matters. You graduated. Holocaust Combine. Yeah. Lots of HK stuff.
Sir.
It is nice. It's sad that you can't see my face and I can't change the color. But I like the armor set. This one is just silly, but also pretty awesome. Do I need to equip it? Would that give me the achievement? Nope. Friggin' Cerberus armor. I do like this. And I love that you can see my face. I'm gonna wear this for now. Still. James.
Hey, for what it's worth, I know how it feels to lose like that. I know that doesn't make it easier, but you're just human like the rest of us.
No, I'm
You're
not.
trying to make me feel better. It's not working, Lieutenant.
Hey, everyone on this ship knows you did all you could. You need to cut yourself some slack. Whatever it takes to get that data back from Cerberus. We're behind you. Whatever it takes to end this.
Noted.
I am not just human like the rest of you. Miranda did some wacky shit to rebuild my body and bring me back to life. I'm not just human.
Sure would have liked to visit Thessia before the war. Imagine a whole world of those blue beauties. One of the wonders of the galaxy, if you ask me.
James. Focus on Cortez.
You want to hit Cerberus where it hurts? I'm with you. Ready when you are. Hey. Hey.
Because I ship James and Cortez. All right. Just double check. I should save. So our next would be heading to Antaram for the comm hub, but also trying to figure out where these Cerberus ciphers are. I'm guessing Antaram. Let's just take a peek. Now leaving Thessia, Reaper controlled. Thank you, Mobius. Yeah, I did see what the time was. So this is Investigate Sanctuary, but where is the N7 mission? Smart Frontier. Where the heck is Antaron? Is it here? Yes, Kepler Verge. We're going to the Kepler Verge. The system, known as Newton. It is a solo system on its own. Let's read about it, and then we'll be ready to land, maybe? Also, I could scan. Okay, my scans are apparently not alerting the Reapers, which means there's probably not a collectible to find in this system. So let me just read about the planets, and then we will be in position to do the Antaram mission next week. Glencori, which is a beautiful green marble. Hello there, planet. Glencori is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. Glencory is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kuman Shoal. His once ridiculed visions of beings of light protecting organic life from synthetic machine devils don't quite seem so far-fetched now. His private army of mercenaries are well established on the planet, waiting for husks to come knocking on their door. In all likelihood, they will be obliterated by the molten metal of a Reaper or orbital bombardment on its way to somewhere important. Orbital distance 7.5 AU, orbital period 20.6 Earth years, radius 7,677 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure is 1.01 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature minus 109 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.82 G. And then we have this gas giant here, Junkaro. Junkaro is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its upper atmosphere. Like Uranus in the Sol system, it is tipped on its side, its north pole facing the star Newton. Orbital distance 15.3 AU, orbital period 60 Earth years, radius 66,642 kilometers, day length 16.8 Earth hours. Sesmos. Oh my god, look at that, it's so gorgeous! Oh, it's absolutely spectacular. Sesmos is an ice dwarf world. Its surface composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally, a planetoid this small would not rate inclusion on the system's charts, but Sesmos' unusually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals has made it a popular subject for visual artists. It is gorgeous. This ring is the result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench and threw a large amount of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. Orbital distance 41.9 AU, orbital period 272.2 Earth years, radius 3,111 kilometers, day length 23.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 188 Celsius, surface gravity 0.9 G. Sorry, I had to print screen because it's too pretty. And then we have Ontaram, a terrestrial-looking planet. This habitable world had been living in the shadow of disaster long before the Reaper War. Its moon's orbit is decaying, causing tidal disruptions and electrical storms before its eventual collision. When humans settled on Ontaram, the Asari derided it as foolish, but today the humans look prescient. The communications hub they set up on the planet has hundreds of quantum communicators whose information is spread through broadcast on the planet and beamed out via combui. While Ontaram has yet to be attacked by Reaper forces, it is likely just a matter of time. Orbital distance 1.1 AU, orbital period 1.2 Earth years, radius 6,443 kilometers, day length 39.1 Earth hours, or atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 58 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.82 G. But we're not landing now, because it is sadly the end of stream time for today. So let me save. And pop on over to the credits screen so that I can say some thank yous and figure out where the heck we're going to raid today. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for joining me. The credits will hopefully load here in a second. There they go. Hey there, credits. First, let me say thank you to my mods, Lord Portico, for sure, and also resubscriptions from Lord Portico and Mobius Tempest. And thank you, Sashkabeth, for the follow. Of course, thank you to my subscriber over on Coffee, Was Not Worth It, as well as all of the artists who have done emotes for me. And yeah, thank you everybody who joined, whether you were lurking or chatting. It was wonderful to have you here. My next stream is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing Myst 3 before we raid into the queue times for the final episode of Beacon from the Streampunks. Then the archive stream coming up on Wednesday is focused on high energy physics. So if you're interested, stop on by 2:30 Eastern. Next Saturday, I will be continuing with Ultima 6. We finished one of the 3 main quests, so it's time to start exploring another one. And then, of course, next Sunday, we will be back here. Same rogue time, same rogue channel, for more of the end of Mass Effect 3. Let's see. Yeah, so Trisha is an option. Space Valkyries. Damien. Oh, Trisha's just doing like chat and games, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm fine rating Trisha. So yeah, let's head on over and say hi to Trisha Hirschberger. You may know her from just being famous all over the interwebs. You may know her from the days of Geek and Sundry. You may know her from the tons of like product analysis and gaming news stuff that she does, whether here on Twitch or over on Amazon. She's an awesome, awesome human. So say hi when we get there. I do have a raid call. If you're a subscriber, you can copy the first one, which is with the Hello Daggers. If you're a non-subscriber, toss some pineapple pizza. But it is hashtag Rogue Raid. Oh, dang it. Yeah, she's not accepting raids right now. That happened last week too. So, you know what? Okay, we're going to pop on over and say hi to Space Valkyries then. Nope, no, we're not. Space Valkyries is ending. Well, you know, how about we pop in on someone playing Mass Effect 1. We're going to say hello to Hello, It's Colo. Golly, I didn't know it was going to be this difficult. So again, Hello, It's Colo. It's fun, chill streamer. Currently playing Mass Effect 1. We'll pop in over there. Same raid call. Hashtag Rogue Raid. So join me, say hi. Hopefully I see you again soon. And until I do, I should actually do this.